Yo, 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 welcome back to Brandon Smooth TV. Look, man, back at you with the season finale for Raising Kanan, Power Book 3. Look, I enjoyed the show overall. I'm going to keep it a buck. Some of the characters were stale. I wanted more people to die in this season finale, but you get what you get. I do think it was better than, and I've said this probably 4 times, but I think it's better than Power Book 2 Ghosts. I just think it's better. So let's get off into the episode. Kanan just shot his father, unbeknownst to him, and a cop, Detective Howard. So this whole episode is a manhunt. And the whole entire city of New York is out trying to find out who shot Detective Howard. He ended up living so far, too. He's not dead, but he's probably in a coma. They said it's going to be a while. He was still in surgery, basically, from what they said in the episode. Now, the whole time this is happening, Kanan, of course, follows the rules. Get rid of the gun. He get rid of the gun, throw it in the lake. That's cool. And then he gets picked up by Scrappy. Now, Scrappy, I thought he would still be out, but Scrappy's still alive. And of course, they take him to the stash house because originally he's supposed to be with his grandma at church, but the streets were so hot they couldn't even do that. So Rock is at church waiting for Marvin to bring him, and church is her alibi. So when they start questioning where she was, she got an alibi. She was at church. Now, after he shot him, Kanan fell and scraped his hands, and he's possibly leaving evidence behind. They're going to scrape that whole entire park for any shred of evidence they can get to find out who did this. So we definitely got to look at that. Now, speaking of evidence, our favorite resident crackhead is back. He was in an episode or two back giving information to Detective Howard, and he's seen the whole thing. But as he's giving his statement, they asking him, is he sure? He's like, I don't know. I'm higher than giraffe pussy. Like, I don't know exactly what happened. I seen somebody in a jacket run off. So I don't know if he's going to be a credible witness, but I can say since he's come back twice, I'm pretty sure this ain't the last we've seen of him. Now, Marvin, once they meet up, they give the jacket to Marvin, and Marvin actually has to take the jacket to Unique Suite, his hotel, and plant it. That way, when the police come, they'll have the evidence. And Marvin did a pretty good job here. This is something he didn't mess up. He acted like a maintenance man, hopped in, hopped out. It was cool. Marvin actually was kind of clutch this episode. Even though he ended up getting detained by the police later, he was clutch this episode. Now, Kanan, and this is why it's called Raising Kanan, y'all. We got to give this show a chance to breathe. I'll explain why. The Kanan that we got in Power is like 100%, level 100 gangster. This is like level 4 or 5 Kanan level gangster. He's just getting in the game. So, of course, he didn't follow his mother's instructions. She said shoot him twice in the heart, one in the head. He shot him, and then she asked how many times. He was like once, maybe twice. I don't know, but he's dead. Find out he ain't dead. This is going to be coming back to bite him in the butt. Now, Lulu sees all this activity at the hospital, sees all these police, and he asks what's going on. Then he finds out a police got shot, and he immediately knew his sister was behind it. So Lulu's snatching wires and stuff all out of his nose and arm, and he's like, look, I got to get to her to see what the hell is going on. Because he told Rock, and when he found her, he told her the truth. He said, you sacrificed your own son to get ahead in the dope game. And Rock's response was like, I did it for us. I did it for everybody. I think Rock came up to a point where everybody was messing up so much, she just took everything into her own hands, and she's not thinking about the repercussions. Rock, Mother of the Year, come on, man. She is insane for having her son kill a police officer, number one, and his father, unbeknownst to him, without telling him. I think he deserved to know that. Would he have still went through with it? Probably not. And that's what's going to cause their biggest beef. Her lying to him about that. And then having him personally go hit him. That's going to come back. Especially if Scrap was still alive. But that's a long story. Now, after this, Lulu was like, look, I'm out of the game. I want to get out of the game. I want to do my own thing. She told him on some Godfather shit, you can't get out the game. You in this game for life. And she also checked him about his little studio and record label. She said, oh, that's ours. Because the dope money you use to finance that is my dope money. And you in this for life. Basically, she told him, you can't get out. And then he asked her, "Are you threatening me?" And she said, "I'm not threatening you. I'm just letting you know what it is." This is going to cause tension. It's already tension between Marvin and Rock. And I can see in season 2 or 3 them actually going up against each other. Or Marvin versus Rock, brother and sister, which would be crazy. But it is what it is. They're in the dope game. Now, Rock Rock is a G. Symphony, of course, they couldn't get Marvin since he got detained by the police. So Symphony ends up picking up Kanan, taking him to Maryland, taking him out of town. He does make it out of town. But Rock showed who she really is. And she's standing on top of the projects like Nino Brown. And she said, "I'm about to be the last bitch standing on this motherfucker." So we can see where her mind is. And a lot of people going to say, Rock's a bad mother. Rock's a bad mother. Look, she is a bad mother for what she did. But she did it. She didn't want to do it. She really didn't want to do it, but she did it. But I have to explain something to people watching this show. Once Kanan shot Buck 20, once he decided to take the street business, which had happened to already be handled, into his own hands, he became Rock's employee. He became an employee. Okay? He's an employee. Because, yes, that's his mother, but he's an employee. You see what happened to Scrap. You see what happened to Lulu. You see what's going on with Marvin. She don't necessarily treat her employees. I wouldn't say she don't treat them wrong, because they definitely don't listen to what they do, but she's not the best with employees. I think it goes back to leadership skills. And once Kanan became an employee, yep, in her mind, he is disposable, like every other pawn on the chessboard. So overall, wasn't the best season finale ever seen. Glad that kind of left a couple of cliffhangers. Definitely going to tune in for the next season to see what goes on as far as Raising Kanan. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.